Hello everyone and welcome back to Scoop Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap and review a horror and suspense film from 2024 called Smile 2. But before we dive into the storyline, I just want to wish you all a happy and awesome day. I'd also love it if you could support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. Now let's get started. 6 days after Rose Cotter's death, the story picks up with police officer Joel, who had previously been cursed by the strange entity. Determined to escape it, Joel comes up with a risky plan to pass the curse on by confronting two dangerous criminals. Things quickly go wrong, and in the chaos of a shootout, Joel accidentally kills a witness instead. Meanwhile, a nearby drug dealer named Louis Fregoli sees the whole incident, unknowingly becoming the next person cursed by the entity. As Joel tries to escape the aftermath and the criminals chasing him, he ends up tragically hit by a truck. The blood from the accident forms a chilling shape on the ground, a twisted smile. Pop star Sky Riley is ready to make a big comeback after a rough year. She'd struggled with substance abuse and was in a car accident that took the life of her actor boyfriend Paul. Her mom and manager Elizabeth, along with her assistant Joshua, keep a close eye on her. But Sky manages to slip away to buy some Vicodin from a dealer named Louis. But when she's with Louis, things get creepy. Out of nowhere, he starts screaming and freaking out, then has a seizure right in front of her. He suddenly gives her a terrifying smile before smashing his own face with a heavy barbell plate. Sky runs away without calling the police, afraid that if anyone finds out, it'll ruin her comeback plans. Sky starts seeing creepy hallucinations like people staring at her with big unsettling smiles. This takes a serious toll on Hay, and her health quickly goes downhill. She reconnects with her friend Gemma, but things keep getting stranger. One day, Sky gets a mysterious text telling her to meet someone at a bar. During a big fundraiser hosted by music exec Darius, she's reading from the teleprompter, but suddenly it stalls, which turns out to be another one of her hallucinations. Forced to improvise, Sky ends up going off script and blurting out her frustration, saying music has never helped her at all. Then in the crowd, she sees someone who looks like her late boyfriend Paul smiling at Hay. She freaks out and in her panic accidentally hurts someone on stage. Sky goes to meet the mystery texter at a bar. His name is Morris, and he's been tracking this creepy entity ever since his brother died under strange circumstances. Morris explains that this curse is passed on to anyone who sees the last victim's death, and he thinks the entity acts like a parasite. It can't survive without someone to cling to. He even suggests a wild plan, stopping Sky's heart temporarily and then bringing her back to life to break the curse. But before they can go further, Sky is recognized and she quickly leaves. Back at her apartment, Sky has a breakdown, feeling more haunted than ever. Just when she tries to escape, she's cornered by the entity, which now looks like her backup dancers, all smiling at Hay. Panicked, she tries to run, but it's no use. The entity throws her around her apartment, then pins her down as a giant arm forces its way down her throat. Sky loses consciousness, trapped in the nightmare. A flashback shows that Sky actually caused Paul's crash during a heated argument, where she grabbed the wheel while they were both under the influence. Later, Sky wakes up at a retreat, and during a fight with her manager Elizabeth, she's horrified to see Elizabeth suddenly smile, then smash a mirror and stab herself with a glass shard. Shocked, Sky realizes she's holding the shard, realizing it was actually her who did the stabbing. She runs away, reconnects with her friend Gemma, and the two steal Sky's driver's car to meet Morris, who's supposed to help her break the curse by stopping her heart. But soon after, Sky gets a call from the real Gemma, revealing that the person she was with wasn't Gemma, it was the entity pretending to be her. She regains control of the car and finally meets Morris at a Pizza Hut. They plan to use the walk-in freezer to slow her body's functions to safely stop her heart without permanent damage. But when Morris steps away, the entity reappears as Sky's own drugged-up past self and attacks her. After a struggle, Sky injects herself with a heart-stopping syringe, but the entity reveals it was all a hallucination. It locks her in a closet, taunting her with, "Break a leg." Sky is suddenly on stage at Madison Square Garden, ready for her big performance. That's when she realizes everything that happened in the past few days was all a hallucination. The entity appears, taking on her own image before ripping open its stomach, revealing its true form. A huge skinless creature with layers of smiling mouths. Sky screams in horror, falling under its spell. The creature then forces her mouth open and crawls inside Hay. To the crowd, Sky looks like she's choking and collapsing on stage. Then, possessed by the entity, she suddenly stands up smiling eerily. In front of thousands of shocked fans, she takes her microphone and stabs herself in the eye, ending the performance in a terrifying way. Smile 2 is a 2024 supernatural horror movie that's the sequel to Smile 2022. It's written and directed by Parker Finn. The movie follows a pop star played by Naomi Scott, who starts to experience terrifying events right before her big comeback tour. The cast also includes Rosemary DeWitt, Lucas Gage, Miles Gutierrez-Riley, Peter Jacobson, Ray Nicholson, Dylan Gelula, and Raul Castillo. Plus, Kyle Gallner returns from the first movie to reprise his role. The movie hit theaters in the United States on October 18, 2024. By November 12, 2024, the movie had made over $123.6 million at the box office, far outpacing its $28 million budget. Smile 2 has been getting a lot of positive feedback from audience and critics. On IMDb, it has a score of 7.2 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is 81%, and the critic score is 86%. Many critics think Smile 2 is even better than the first movie. Naomi Scott's performance has been especially praised, with people saying she brought a lot of emotion and depth to the horror. The movie dives deep into the dark side of Faye, using creepy and surreal horror scenes that leave a lasting impression. Some reviewers really liked how director Parker Finn took the original idea and made it feel fresh with new twists and a more complex story. However, not everyone agreed on Smile 2. Some critics felt like the film didn't fully explore its deeper themes. They mentioned that, while the movie was fun to watch, it sometimes felt repetitive and used a lot of the same old horror tricks, which made it feel less fresh. A few people even said that the movie's focus on mental torture might push some viewers away, making certain scenes feel over the top and less powerful. But despite these mixed opinions, overall, the film has been called a chilling experience, full of suspense and a strange atmosphere that pulls you in and keeps you on edge. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop with all the latest movie buzz. Until we meet again, keep soaking up the magic of the silver screen. See you in the next one.